Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Hello everybody, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Cairo, and welcome to the Stanley Parable. Now, surprisingly, I've not really played this game at all, and I don't know too much of what to expect. All I know is it's like a linear type game with a lot of weird stuff going on in the background. AKA, look at my screen right now. Yeah, it doesn't know that my cursor's getting bigger though. So I'm very curious what this experience will be like not knowing this game. So enough talking. End is the end is never the end is never the end is never the end.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Is it?
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number
that's me.
427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Okay, so we're in a void.
Something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happen, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Whoa, Stanley! Dear God, Stanley! God, you're quick.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
No, that's just a desk.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors. He entered the door on his left.
Ooh.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all.
I'm really proud I did this.
Beautifully constructed room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
What's this room?
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Well, I have monitor brain. I've been staring at a monitor for years.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
I wanna so badly.
You've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
Okay. I'll follow your one instruction.
Now listen carefully, this is important.
Okay.
Stanley walked through the red door.
Yep, there we are.
Thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time?
Well, where did you leave me?
The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I want it to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you.
Okay, loading. What did you load? Why is there like a white streak?
What are we looking for? Here. Yes.
Oh God.
It's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy. I actually feel happy.
Oh God. I'm getting flashbanged.
No, wait. Where are you going? Oh no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this. Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me.
I just wanted it.
Good, good. We can't be too safe. Promise me you won't go back there. Just stay here. No! What did we talk about? You're risking everything we achieved here. You are going to stay here, aren't you? No! Oh, thank God. You lived. You had me worried there for a moment. Now, can we please get back to the other... There. See?
Okay, there are colors.
This is where we can both be happy. We really can. If we stop moving, we just have to stop moving. Is it over? It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back.
Well, that was fun. But obviously there's more. Okay, let's be a complete conformist. No free will whatsoever.
He came to a set of 2 open doors. He entered the door on his left.
Meeting room.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Up?
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Well, yeah, you said upstairs.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was
is
stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Yep. I didn't fully do what I did, but yeah. Oh, you should have told me the PIN code, shouldn't you have?
Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long. Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Answer, yes.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Huh. Alright.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the control.
Did I do it? Did I do the story? Did I do the good boy story?
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
No.
Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine. Unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door. Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Huh. Alright. That's the normal one. Why is the achievement up in the top? You know what? I don't want to know. What? Papers everywhere. Okay, let's be a complete free will guy.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow. Yes, this room. What
really good room.
Eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
A little angry. A little angry. Okay, don't go down there.
Gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her. This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Can I get through here? No.
That's her, Stanley.
Okay, I must have picked it up too early.
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. Oh.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
Meh.
Sorry, but you're in my story now.
God damn it. Fuck.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Oh. Press H. No. T. J. 9. B. M. Okay, fine.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence. Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life. But in his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
Man, what if I don't want to watch TV? Why is there a desk here? Looks like the desk we were,
And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly.
Spend time with the boys.
So
yes.
He went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
Well, you're saying this just because...
As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one
Why
path
is it dirty?
an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable.
Damn it, I can't spam it.
Such a wonderful fantasy. And so in his head, he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
Well, that's not my wife. I want to tell her I love her.
But there is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one.
Sleep where? I'm gonna go sleep here
And
under the
I'm trying
bed.
to tell him this. That in this world he can never be anything but an observer. That as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
Okay.
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
Goddamn, I'm a
I
press it.
suppose I can't. Not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again. And Stanley
Please die.
tried again. And Stanley pushed a button. And I
What happened to us? We just died. Oh, that was funny.
How long was I sitting there? Stanley wondered to himself. Minutes? Days? Centuries? Did something crucial happen while my senses were turned? He made a note to be more careful with time from now on.
Alright.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting
We
room.
are going over here.
Well,
We're gonna go to the first door on our left.
first, just to admit,
That's my mission.
the lounge was sublime, a work of art. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Oh, wait. God damn it. Thought I could juke it out.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here, it's, left.
Is it? Okay, I guess it is.
Oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake.
Yep, yeah, alright.
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
Yeah. Take your time.
Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Got it. Alright, I feel like he's doing something.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. Suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
Alright. Great.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could
Hey,
it mean?
I thought that
He
computer was
decided to go
on.
to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley... Wait, what?
Hey, yo.
No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere, or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just...
Obviously.
I know for sure that it's here.
Now open up all the doors, bud.
Then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
I think obviously. Up. Uppity up.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again?
Nah, don't.
Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Damn it! I was getting somewhere.
Perhaps he had simply missed...
420. 420. Damn it. They aren't funny like me. Hey! Hey, no!
Okay, yep, it's worse. I'm remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, everything. Oh, coffee. Coffee. Spill coffee. There's all these computers that are randomly on. That's not very...
Aha! I knew we'd miss something.
Oh.
Story. Here it comes. No, wait. Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
Oh, dear God. We're in a crack house.
Well, I'll be honest. I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story?
We're in a crack house.
I don't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct?
No.
Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations! A lot of hard work, and it really paid off. So, good job.
Yay!
Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations.
Nah, I won fair and square.
I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
Something's gotta happen.
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line.
Okay.
Just follow the line. How simple is that?
Okay, let's see where this brings
See?
us.
The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by
A little bit.
moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Yep. Oh yes. Yeah, I feel like a pirate. I feel like a pirate. I feel like a pirate on a ship right now. I feel wonderful. Yep, I'm following this line like it's my...
Got the music. Go back and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
Alright, got it. Yeah, that fern's really important. Real important.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any... Oh, no, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? After everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore.
It's the Fern's fault.
Restart.
It's the Fern's fault. The Fern did it. Okay, now do I go off the...
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting.
Oh, okay.
Mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Okay. Yeah, I like this. I like where this is going.
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be?
Oh no. Oh no.
Wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
Oh, we'll see.
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story.
It went through the vents.
Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
It went through the fucking vents. Look. It's now gone. It just decided, yeah, I'm gonna bail.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute.
Okay.
So I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with that counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one.
I disagree.
For logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits. Oh, hold up, what's this?
The confession ending.
The confusion ending.
Confusion.
You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined?
Have I been playing this one for
schedule, I restart
16?
again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't.
After a long
I
time.
won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever
No.
it is that made this schedule?
It just
How do
ended.
we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime, if you do happen to have a...
Alright.
All his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Alright, that was a fun one. Alright.
When Stanley came...
It's impossible to get this achievement.
He entered the door on his left.
What? Is it actually? Like, is it the rarest achievement? No! No, it's not!
Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
And that's not what I did.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours.
Yes, that's my reasoning.
And in such a competitive economy, Why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down?
Yep, I wondered that.
Close automatically behind him wherever he went. And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
Oh, shit. Oh.
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid?
Yep.
Then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking?
Yep.
Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over.
I wish it to be over too.
Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly
Hypocrisy.
the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
See a smiley face up ahead.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Okay. And?
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Where are we going?
Up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day, the very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
That was a better story than the main one. That was a really nice story. Hey. Who's telephone? Where's the...
Good morning. Thank you for contacting the Future Happiness Foundation.
Yeah?
We are confirming your shipment of 1,327 cardboard boxes to your place of work. Can you verify that this is correct?
Yes.
Excellent. Your order will arrive shortly. Thank you again for contacting the Future Happiness Foundation.
Yes. Okay. Okay, where's my boxes? I can't wait for my boxes.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Oh, where's my boxes? Where are my boxes? I want to know my boxes are. Now, what's this room? Ah! What was that? Business strategy. Yep. Yep. What's that one? I can't read it. I am the most expensive boss. Yep. Okay, what is the boss hiding? I feel just where I belong. I'm putting it out of our misery. I'm putting it out of our misery. I'm gonna continue.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Stanley simply began entering random codes into the keypad, knowing full well the sheer statistical unlikelihood that this would ever result in a correct combination. If he knew that the combo was 2845, it would be another story entirely. But no, this is what he was going to do instead.
I'm done.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened...
There, it makes sense now.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control
Escape.
Facility.
Yummy.
This passageway had the word escape written on it. The truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Okay.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
No, I want to die.
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Well, actually, now that you say it. Alright, yeah.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. So he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Ah!
Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Huh. Well, that's not what it seems like.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish? When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Ah, okay. This is interesting. Office computer, so you got solitaire, you got was that minesweeper or some shit. You get all those turned off. Yeah, it's like a weird war zone. Ah, we would be fighting aliens at some point. Well, fun. Ah. Huh. Monitor shaft. The crack house. Landing lever. Ah. Yeah, this is weird. Alright, let's exit.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
Well, I'm gonna do it anyways.
Can you see? Can you
No.
see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen.
I'm blind.
But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to
Alright.
beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for
There you go. No.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
What the hell?
He decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed. When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay.
Wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to... Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Or he sat in the broom closet.
There was nothing here. No choice to make. No path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
Well, I'm a closeted gay. Can't you tell? That's the Stanley parable.
That Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA. Are you really still in the broom closet?
Yep.
Standing around doing nothing? Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
Choice is a wonderful thing. That's my explanation.
You realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it.
Yeah, no, but I made this choice, so it's still a choice at the end of the day.
This is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friend, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending?" Stanley was found really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
No, this is my favorite
Well,
so
I've come
far.
to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead. You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here, when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose. Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. He or she has fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place at the computer, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics.
I'm here to replace.
So that the irony and insight
Don't want to sit.
this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
No more content? Alright.
Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board. I guarantee coming to a staircase. Terrible.
Oh, wait a minute. I just realized I could just turn it on.
Would dismantle the controls once and for all. Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control?
Yeah.
Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire...
I like nuclear bombs.
Until detonation then, let's say, 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone.
Okay, I see how I get out of
I
here.
let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones, or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. You've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you for... What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others?
Yep, I did it.
Convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important.
All right.
Stanley walked through the red door. Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door. I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through... All right, fine, go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you.
The other one's just a boring
Nothing
thing.
here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted?
Yes.
Worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you?
Yes.
Do not think I put a lot of time into that, because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing, because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me?
Yes.
You've given me absolutely nothing so far.
Assassinations.
Let me take a stab in the
Bombs.
design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin. Okay, I'm going to stop there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
I'll rate it a 3.
Oh, of course. A 3. Really? Maybe next time we can get you to form an actual opinion, you know? Any level of critical thinking or engagement with your surroundings? Does that sound good? Think we can do that? Yes? Wonderful. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this.
Okay, let's see.
Let's take a look.
Oh. Worldwide leaderboard. Okay. Good old Neil. Skid. Nico. Okay, this is the speed runner. Did you know the 21.3 skipped the intro? Yeah, let's go through here.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
You know, I'm gonna put.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You
Yes.
wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you?
Oh yeah, yeah. Come on, go on. Well, what do you got for me?
In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think
I think this is an Armenian child. I think he needs to die.
The message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience. You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me.
Ah, there might.
I'm not even going to try. I'm out, I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see. What do we have here?
Let's see.
Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Yeah, load me up, Scotty. Yes!
Well, Stanley, is this any better? At last, the one thing you've always desired.
I can't jump.
I had absolutely nothing to do with. But is it enough? Tell me that, Stanley. Will it ever be enough? Well, I'll say this. I'm done making things for you. From now on, I will only create to fulfill a greater artistic purpose. Watch this, Stanley. I'm going to build a house.
Where? Where?
This will go here. No, here. And then...
Oh, there. Nice house.
See, what does it need? Yes, of course. And just to finish it all off, yes, it's complete.
That's a beautiful house.
Stanley, look at it. Gaze upon my work of art and feel ashamed at your own inadequacy.
Yes, I feel
You've
inadequate.
only seen it from the outside. You've only gotten half the experience. Please, step inside and make yourself comfortable. Isn't it grand? Isn't it perfect? It could only be better if... Wait, that's it. We must rebuild it out of diamond. Diamond everything. Yes, yes, yes. Come along, Stanley. We have to go mining.
Oh, okay. A mine?
Oh, my. It looks like it's going to get a bit dark. Have you brought a light?
I have not brought a torch with
No,
me.
no. This is far more open-ended than I had in mind. I'm looking for something more narrow and linear. Something that makes you feel utterly irrelevant. This won't do at all. 1 out of 5. Even the diamonds couldn't save this one. Okay, new game.
Okay, what's our next game? Beam me up, Scotty. What are we playing now? How did I actually predicted it was Portal.
Yes!
I don't know why.
I don't know what this game is, but I love it. You, trapped in a glass box with no way out, listening to me talk. Oh, it's inspired. I couldn't have done it any better myself. What is this game even supposed to be? I can't figure it out. Okay, now I'm curious. Let's go find out what the hell this is.
Hey, that ain't a portal. Where's the portal?
Oh, it's a puzzle. Critical thinking, Stanley. Your forte.
Yeah. Hey.
Genius.
Yep.
No,
Yeah,
actually, you know what? I think that's plenty. I really don't care much to see you stop.
Where? Huh. Well, hot damn. Well, I guess I'm somewhere. I walked off the edge on accident. Okay. Now this is giving some like Halloween vibes. Ooh, lit up area. Gooner Cave. Things that I can look at and like. What's in here? Can't see that. That's just ectoplasm.
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now.
Yeah, me
I wonder
neither.
if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon.
Okay.
I can wait.
Yeah, I can too. Yeah, this is amazing.
The meeting room. Yes, that's where everyone would be. Stanley just needed to get to the meeting room, and from then on, he would never be alone ever again.
Wow.
And here it was, the lounge.
Actually, what if I sit in the lounge?
Stanley thought to himself, what a room, what a room, what a room. This is what Stanley thought. What a room. What a room, what a room. What a room. Va-va-voom. What a room.
I'm awestruck.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
Gets me into an aesthetic. You know, early 2010s. My mom was working in an office.
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left.
Hey, what are you implying?
Stanley sat around waiting for more dialogue, but when a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
You know what? Good point. Well, how about we do some achievements for the last moments?
All of his code.
1, 2, 3,
What could it
4,
mean?
5.
Please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement? Click a
Yes.
door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth? No, 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 no. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks. Now suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition.
Okay. Look, add on there? Okay, let's go.
I have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort for a noble cause. Perhaps 50 clicks will do it. Yes, almost certainly 50 clicks.
Yeah, they're clicking.
No, I'm still not feeling it. I want this achievement to have meant something. It has to be a true reward for valiant effort. I want to see some hustle, Stanley. I want to see commitment, a willingness to go all the way, no matter what the cost.
How about, what's your price?
You go put 20 clicks into door number 417.
417? 417. Where's 417? Oh, here.
Oh, great. Now, go click a few times on door 437.
437. That's back here, right? No. Oh, wait, no. 437.
Excellent. I think we're getting somewhere. Now, door 415. Let's give it 10 clicks or so.
415. Got, alright, Yep.
Now, back to door number 437.
I see. So you're just making me exercise.
Let's see. How about you click on, well, I don't know, the copy machine?
The copy machine? This?
All right, back to room 417. I'm really feeling it now. I think we're getting somewhere.
Yeah, I know you're perked up for
Okay,
this.
now go climb on employee 419's desk.
Okay,
Yes! This is great! You're putting it all on the line, Stanley. I like that. All right, let's keep it up. Go give me a few clicks on door 416.
416.
We've almost got it! Now the copy machine, do that one again!
I like this. Honestly, this idea is way better.
Finish it off, Stanley! 5 clicks on door 430! Yes! We did it! Oh, wow. That felt amazing. Oh, you really earned it, Stanley. Nothing could hold you back. Yes, I'm very proud of how far we've come today. Just think, only a few minutes ago, you believed an achievement was worth 5 little clicks. Really now, what were you thinking?
Yeah, what based? Okay, we can also quit the game and restart the game. That's a good achievement. Yep, there's our achievement. Well, alright, I think I'm gonna end my video here. That was very long. Very long. And there's probably like a zillion different endings for this game, but obviously I can't get to all of them. Hey, maybe when I return to this game, I'll, you know, play it and then get all the endings and think more about it. So, yeah, that's where I'm getting the video. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I hope you have a good day.